Pirates at Phillies, Aaron Nola was dominant for the Phillies tonight versus the Pirates. The 24-year-old righty had a no-hitter going through 4 2/3. He went 7 innings, giving up no runs on 4 hits, striking out 8. Dylan, does Nola give the young Phillies hope for the future?
Maybe a sliver. I got to be real about this, and I'm sure Philly fans, who are some of the realest sports fans out there, and they'll never shy away from giving you their critique of a team or a specific player. I think it's dark days in Philadelphia right now, based on the way some of these young Phillies, especially this pitching staff, has not really taken that big leap forward that they were hoping. They were sort of mirroring what the New York Mets were doing within their own division and trying to build the future around a pitching staff. Nola was a big part of that, but a lot of this is 2015. He had a really good year. At times last year, he looked pretty good. But we're talking about a guy that ended last year with a 4.78 ERA. That regression, I think, scared people. It's just the same way that I call for Vince Velasquez's regression this year is starting to scare people. What we've seen recently in the last couple starts, 3 starts from Aaron Nola, is a great sign. You want to build on it. You want to see it for more than a handful of starts. You want to see him really end the season with a bang, consistently giving the Phillies quality starts. If you can do that, then maybe you can say, okay, well, Nola might be a guy. Maybe Eichhoff isn't the guy. Maybe Velasquez isn't the guy. And they move up, one of those guys or a couple of those guys. But if Nola can kind of distance himself from the pack of the rest of this young rotation, then he sort of seems to be the ace in waiting for this team. Really the current ace of this team with the way he's pitching right now. But I think it's tough because the plan looked like it wasn't really working. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to get a little sliver of hope again because the way that Nola's pitched recently.
Yeah, doing very, very well. Drafted in 2014, first-round overall picks. Would you rate him as he's living up to those expectations of that first-rounder?
Yeah.
It's been a while, but...
It's been a couple years. Certainly, he looked at right out of the gates, and, the league has made a couple adjustments to him. I think overall, when you think first-rounder, and baseball's different. We think first-rounder sometimes. I know the first round of anything, the baseball draft is so big, and there's so many flyers taken in the baseball draft that I do think he's slightly... expectations have been a little bit better than the reality at this point, but we're on a good stretch. I think, Philly fanatics are just hoping this just keeps going and we see more of this in the second half.
Definitely, Dylan. For all your MLB news, keep it locked right here on 120 Sports.